Hello, my dear students. Welcome to another lecture. Today we shall be discussing about teacher-parent communication, which is the chapter number 4 of your paper number 3, that is teaching practice that we are currently covering. And we have already shared 3 short video modules. Yes, I hope you have gone through them. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss more elaborately on the same topic. Okay? Let's move ahead. So, introduction to teacher-parent communication. Effective communication is essential for fostering mutual collaboration between teachers and parents, supporting children's educational journeys and enhancing their overall development through shared insights and strategies. Now, you have to remember one thing, that in parents teachers meeting, there is always one thing common. You know what? That is that both the parties, the teachers as well as the parents, are nervous. Why? The teachers are nervous because they think that the parents might come and point out something negative about their teaching methodology, or some problems their children might be facing, yes, or some other kind of complaints that the child may be facing, yes, from the teacher, from the school, from other classmates, which the teacher will have to address those concerns. So the teacher is a little bit nervous, okay? At the same time, the parents are also nervous that I don't know how my son or daughter is doing. I don't know what the teacher is going to say. Yes, I don't know how much he's going to score. So there are lots of questions in the mind of both the parties, and both the parties are nervous and stressed about parent teachers meeting. Okay, so in this module, we are going to learn about how to effectively communicate and conduct the parent teachers meeting. Okay, let's move ahead. So, what is a parent teacher meeting? It is the discussion on educational progress. Okay. So, effective communication about exam results and classroom performance allows parents to understand their child's strengths and areas needing improvement, fostering a supportive environment for academic success and growth. So, we all know parent teacher meeting, what it is about. It is about sharing insights um of their of their child's strength and weaknesses in terms of academics, in terms of other extracurriculars also, because nowadays extracurriculars are also included apart from the academics. Yes. So in our time, mostly it was about the scoring of all the subjects like math, social studies, English, science, right? But nowadays, nowadays it is observed that apart from the academics, other insights are also shared, like how is the child in group activities, yes, how is the child doing in sport activities or other extracurricular activities. So basically it is giving an insight and how their child is performing overall in the school. Okay, so this is all about uh, parents and teachers meeting. All right, moving ahead. Now, social and mental development. Okay, now you see social and mental development has also been incorporated nowadays in the curriculum and syllabus. Why? Because we have already discussed about it, that there nowadays the children has become so fragile. Yes, in our times there used to be punishment in the schools. If we used to do some mistakes, we used to get the teacher used to say, "Show me your hand," and we used to get beating with the scale from our teachers, or we used to get punishment like stand on the table, go out of the class. So there were many such punishments, yes. But nowadays, punishment has been banned, yes, and positively or negatively, but somehow the children are nowadays very weak mentally and socially, maybe because they are getting a conditioning at home which is so pampering. Yes, because nowadays you see parents are so focused on their children. Yes, starting they are giving them whatever they want. They would cry for they are getting abundance of toys, abundance of they are getting whatever they want. Like they want to go and play in the play zone. Yes, the parents are taking them. They are getting abundance of clothing to wear, toys, and other stuff. Yes, but in our times we used to always hear no. Yes, from our parents. Yes. But nowadays the children are getting chips, chocolates, whatever they want, they are getting. So there is too much of pampering going on with the children. So that's why their mental strength, okay, that has become weaker. And that is why, considering all these factors, social and mental development has now been included in the curriculum. So in parents teachers meeting, not only the teacher should discuss about the what we call the academics and the extracurriculars, but also must inform the parents how their child is behaving in a social setup. That is, the school is a social setup, isn't it? So socially, like, how is he very shy, or is he able to make friends? Yes. So this is the teacher will also share his social development overall. And mental development means that whether the child is behaving his age, or he is too mature, or he is uh, too immature. Yes, whether he is able to understand and comprehend, yes, whatever is being taught in the school. Yes, whether he understand basic discipline, basic manners. So everything is included in that parent teachers meeting feedback. Yes, so nowadays many schools are also implementing holistic progress report card. In holistic progress report card, what happens, all the parameters are whether the child is able to, first, that academic part, whether the child is able to read A to Z, and then there is a box. There are three boxes, like poor, medium, poor, fair, or excellent, or good, something like that. Okay, so the teacher will tick mark accordingly. Then again, another parameter, whether the child is able to make friends. Yes, there also it will be yes or no. Whether the child is able to count the numbers from 100 to 1 backwards, yes or no. So these kind of progress report card are now being implemented by many schools, okay, so that the teacher can discuss not only the academic part but also the other parts, like social and mental development as well. Okay, moving ahead. Collaboration and guidance. Teachers play a crucial role in guiding parents on effective academic strategies, helping them support their child's learning at home. This partnership fosters a positive educational environment for students' growth. So, collaboration with the parents is very important. Okay, if you are not collaborating, not sharing feedback with the parents properly, then the learning progress of the child would be hindered. Why? Because let's say, for example, my child, okay, my child, he was my child, when she was 3 year old, okay, she when she went to play school, okay, there teacher told me that she is not willing to color color the complete picture. Like, if it is a smaller picture, smaller circle, let's say, she does coloring, okay, but if it's a bigger picture, like a in an A4 size, it's a big apple, she would do the coloring, little bit scribble, and then she would leave it. She would not feel like coloring. So the teacher gave me that feedback. Then at home also, when I knew about that, okay, then I gave her more and more opportunities to do coloring. I made her understood that coloring is so much fun. Okay, so that's how I made her understood. And from starting from smaller pictures, then I gave her a different picture, a little bit bigger in size. Okay, gradually the whole apple, I'd ask her to be patiently color that whole apple. Okay, so that is how she learned. Okay, just because the teacher pointed me out that she is not showing much interest in coloring the whole picture, I knew it, and then I worked accordingly with my child. So that is why parent and teacher collaboration is important, uh, because a part of the time, okay, the children spends at school, but the larger part is spends at home, especially with their parents. And the mother plays a very specific role in making the child learn and understand, yes, whatever being taught in the school. So that is why proper guidance, even if it's a small issue at school that you as a teacher is observing, okay, you will have to tell it to the parents, okay, so that they can work on it. Otherwise there will be problems in his learning process. Okay, so let's move ahead. Classroom activities and performance. This I have already covered, like apart from academics, other factors are also discussed, like whether the child is taking actively participating in classroom activities, yes, and how is he performing. So all these things are also discussed in parents teachers meeting. Problem solving and future planning. So here, collaborating effectively allows parents and teachers to address academic or behavioral challenges, fostering a supportive environment for the child. Together, they can develop practical solutions and establish long-term educational goals. Now again, problem solving here. Here also we need collaboration from the parents. Now I will give you another example of my daughter as well. So in play school, again, what happened? She One day I gave her a lunch box, a tiffin box, where I gave her potato fries. Okay, the potato fries are not the that comes in packet, no, that is shape of a smiley. So what happened? I gave her one or two potato fries as a snack. Okay, along with her tiffin. And at home, that was the first time I gave her. At home, when she used to have them, those were crispy because they were just fried, isn't it? But in the tiffin, it became soggy, soft. Okay, so when she was so excited that day that she is taking potato fries and she wanted to eat them, and it was soggy and soft, so she started crying. Okay, just a 3-year-old, she started crying and she was telling her teacher, "Gorom kori diya," means please reheat it, okay? Because she wants it crispy. So where will the teacher heat or warm those or fry those potato fries in school? And she was inconsolable. She wouldn't stop crying because she wanted to eat them so desperately. Okay, so she was crying. So that day, when I went to pick her up, that day, I told them, don't give such stuff. Okay, because this is what happened, and she has been crying all throughout, and we were not able to control her also. Okay, so um, that's how I again understood that I shouldn't give her such tiffins. Okay, so as a mother, we may make mistakes. We don't know how our child is going to behave when we are away. Yes. And whether my child has that problem solving capacity, or did I make her understand about that or not, that also matters. So that is why this kind of, even if it was a behavioral issue, isn't it? That she was crying, we were not able to, nobody was able to make her understand that right now she will have to eat like that only. Okay, or she can eat something else that I gave her with the tiffin, um, and that she can leave it at home. Then I mean, the parents, the teacher was trying to make her understand that, but she was not listening. Okay, so these kind of little problems that the child is facing, we must inform the parents. So just because I knew it, from next time onwards, now I never gave her that tiffin, and I also made clear that in the school, the fries will become soggy, so it's not a good idea to take. And also, I also made her understand that you should not cry like that. When something is not going right, you should not cry like that. Okay. Although she was very small, very young, like 3-year old, and not able to regulate her emotions, but gradually, when I made her understood all these stuff, okay, then she was able to understand, okay, and adjust to all those scenarios. Okay, so this is why we need collaboration, and proper feedback should be given to the parents so that we are able to solve the problem. Yes, if the teacher would have not told me about it, yes, I wouldn't have known. I would have given her fries again they would have faced the same problem, isn't it? So that's why collaboration is very important. Okay, moving ahead. Benefits of teacher and parent communication. Effective communication fosters collaboration, enhances understanding between parents and teachers, and ultimately supports children's education, leading to better academic performance and overall growth in their personal development. So, already discussed, isn't it? That's the benefit. That why we need proper effective communication as teachers with the parents, so that we are able to together we are able to support the child's progress, not only academic wise but also his personal growth. Okay, So building positive relationship, establishing trust and mutual respect between parents and teachers is essential for fostering an open dialogue. This collaboration supports the child's academic and personal growth, creating a nurturing environment for learning. So you should always have a nice, I mean, amicable behavior with the parents, as well as the parents should also understand. But since this is a teacher training, so I am talking about the teacher's part, okay? Uh, you should not indulge in such a communication which may disrespect the parents, and negatively, you should not talk about their child, okay? Even if you are facing behavioral issue from the child, you should not be so directly talking to the parents that I don't know what you have taught. I don't know why he is like that. His behavior is so bad. Like that, you should not talk as a teacher. Okay. You should always be respectful. Point out the positive thing first and then talk about the negative features of the child, that, he is very active. He takes part in all the group activities. Yeah. However, can you tell me, like, is he, let's say there is one child in my class, okay, when I was working. So there was a who used to just stay quiet, okay, and whenever we used to play something on the TV, like whenever we are playing some educational videos or something, then he used to just glare at it and glare at it the whole time. Then I asked about this to his parents, that is he used to watch TV a lot at home? Then the mother said yes. Okay. That's when I told her that, okay, so otherwise he stays very shy and don't speak a word throughout whenever I'm delivering some lessons. But when I play the TV, he's so engrossed. Okay. And whenever we off it, then he becomes a little bit irritated. So I suggested that parent that you should also take a note of it, that you should not let your child watch TV for hours and hours. Do not stop it abruptly, but rather give him such activities or take him to such activities which interest him, and he stays occupied rather than just letting him sit at home and watch hours and hours of TV. Okay. So that's how I guided that parent. And gradually that child has, now the child is not even shy. He is so, and he nicely responds, and he doesn't even do the same behavioral issue while we were playing on the TV. He has improved a lot. Okay. So this is how we should have trust in their parents, okay, and we should also guide them accordingly, okay, with the behavior that we see, because there may be something that the parents might be doing wrong. Not all parents are right, isn't it? So as a teacher, when you see the child away from the parents and how he is behaving, it is your duty and responsibility to inform the parents about it, okay, but in a respectful way, guiding them, so they should know that you are talking so that it benefits their child, okay. It's not because you have some personal vengeance, or you just don't like the child, or he's just being very naughty. So don't give that vibes to parents, okay. So moving ahead now. Tracking student progress effectively, regular assessment of classroom progress are essential for understanding each child's learning journey. Teachers can identify strength and weaknesses, enabling tailored support that enhances student engagement and achievement. So this is common only. As a teacher, you will have to keep a track of their progress, like from day one, what all activities they were doing. You have to keep them also stuffed in one file. Okay, you have to write notes about how the child is progressing, whether you have noted any behavioral issue, whether there is a strength and weaknesses which you have noticed. You have to keep a note of it, because you see there are so many children, you will not be able to remember. So making notes and tracking the student progress is very important as a teacher, okay, so that you can tell the parents in parents teachers meeting. So you see, so for example, let's say a child, he is not able to write in the copy. Okay, he's not able to write in the day one or day two when you gave him to write. He was not. very good with the cursive, let's say. Okay. So then you wrote a note that the child is not good at cursive. After 1 month or 2 months, if you then you observe whether he is able to write or not, whether he's showing interest in writing or not, and accordingly you write a note that yes, the child has progressed. Now he is able to write, not perfectly, but still he tries to write cursive. Okay, that's how you're keeping a note. So same thing, like you can discuss the same thing with the parents. See, I see that there is the graph is going up. So he was like that when he came to the class, when I observed him first, but now he has progressed a lot. So if you talk about the progress of their children, yes, then the parents also feel very light. Okay, even they may not be perfect, or they are not, their children may not be scoring A's, okay, in all the subjects. But when you make them understand that it doesn't matter whether they are scoring A's, B's, C's. Yes, what matters is how much they knew when they came to the class and how much they know now. Whether the graph is going up or whether the graph is flat or going down. That what matters. If the graph, as long as the graph is going up, it's fine. Okay. So I always tell my parents, tell the parents that the competition is not the other fellow classmates. Yes, because most of the parents are like this only. How much did they score? Oh, they scored A, my child is scoring B. Why my child is weak? So they get tense, nervous. Okay. So I always tell, don't compare your child with anybody else, because everybody's way of learning is different. We have learned that so many times, isn't it? So just consider competition as I mean the child's competition as himself or herself only. Okay, I always tell them that your child's best competition is himself or herself. How much he knew earlier and how much he knows now, that what matters. Okay. So, like in a class of phonics where I take phonics classes, so there is a guy who did not even know the sounds of the letters. The rest of the batchmates, they at least they knew the sound of the letters by then. Okay, and they can read very fluently in 6 months. But when the mother asks him, is he able to read? Is he able to read as the others? Because I share videos, right, of their progress, because I see that others are reading so fluently, but he is not. Then I told the parents that that doesn't matter. Have you seen any progress of the child from the starting point till now? And Amar said, yes, yes, definitely. That what matters. Okay, don't compare him with the others. Okay, because they have a different starting point. He had a different starting point. So from that starting point, how far he has come, that what matters. Okay, you should also be able to tell that to the parents. Okay, now moving ahead. Effective communication strategies for teachers. Now, practicing active listening is crucial for nurturing parent-teacher relationship. By attentively engaging with parents, teachers can better understand concerns and collaboratively develop strategies for enhancing student success both at home and in school. Now, active listening. What is active listening? You are now listening to this lecture. Yes, so I'm speaking, you are listening to me. That is called active listening, when you are paying attention. But there are also so many noise around you. Let's say there are noise like maybe the fan, maybe the vehicles outside your house. Yes, there may be different noise. They are all noise. You're not listening to them. You're hearing them. But when you're paying attention to something, that is called active listening. And why active listening is important is because to understand the problem, the crux. Okay. So that is why active listening is important. If let's say the parent is saying something and you're not actively listening, you are just looking here and there, right? You're just nodding your head like this, you're not actively listening. Yes, because there are some other thoughts going on in your mind. Then you will not be able to properly address that issue or properly reply. Then the parent might get confused that what is she talking, I just asked her about this and she's not even replying or giving us a proper solution or proper answer. Yes, so that is why you have to be very attentive when the parents are saying something. Okay, then only you will be able to understand. So This is why active listening is a part of effective communication strategy. All right. Okay. Moving ahead. Uh, Maintaining eye contact fosters connection and trust between parents and teachers. So, this simple yet effective technique enhances understanding, encourages openness, and strengthens the dialogue essential for effective communication in education. So, make sure that you are always maintaining an eye contact with the parents in parents teachers meeting. Okay. When you are looking here and there, or you are just looking, you're writing something and talking to the parents, it just shows disrespect. And sometimes when you're looking here and there, it may also show that you are nervous about it. Okay, don't show your nervousness. Maybe you are, uh, but never show it. So maintain an eye contact. Okay, eye contact, it will always foster a connection and trust. Okay, and keep a gentle smile, okay, on your face while talking to the parents. Feedback and empathy in education. Providing regular and constructive feedback fosters a supportive learning environment, allowing students to understand their progress, identify areas for improvement, and feel encouraged in their academic journey. Empathy means it's very important to be empathetic, because let's say you have a specially able child in your classroom. Let's say he's autistic, so he's so hyperactive and he becomes so aggressive during the classroom session sometimes. Yes. uh, so will you talk to the parents like that? I am really having a difficult time managing your child. He is so aggressive. He starts biting, hitting other kids, and it is so difficult. Okay, do not. Uh, yes, of course, you will have to talk about his behavioral issues. Yes, but in an empathetic way. You should always know that the child is having some problems. Yes, he is neurodivergent. Yes, neurodivergent means he is not normal. Yes, his neurons works in a different way in case of autistic child. So you have to be, and the parents are already going through a lot raising such a child. So you have to be empathetic. Empathetic means feeling their pain, okay, and talking. Otherwise, just don't show sympathy. Uh, अब मुझे तो हाँ हाँ आई नो you're having a very difficult time, बहुत बुरा लगता है आपको, आपका बच्चा ऐसा है ये. This is called sympathy when we are just showing remorse. Okay, but empathy means feeling the pain. I can definitely understand what you must be going through at home. It becomes really difficult for us also, to manage his behavior sometimes, yes, at class. But I'm really very thankful to you that you were doing so much to raise him. Yes, I can definitely see improvement in him. Yes, and that's how we should respectfully and empathetically talk about their children at to the parents. Okay, next. So, importance of regular updates. So, regular updates and feedback are essential for monitoring student progress. They help identify strengths and weaknesses, ensuring that parents and teachers work collaboratively towards achieving educational goals and enhancing student outcomes. Now, regular updates means we are not waiting for parents teachers meeting. Okay, regular updates nowadays, it is a norm that we have to create a WhatsApp group and we have to keep on posting about whatever is been taught in the school. Okay, that is regular update. But apart from that, about the student progress, whether there is some issues, behavioral issues, or some other issues that we are observing, so we can also post about it with the parents directly. Maybe through, we have learned about the ways of communication. We can send them email, we can send them WhatsApp messages. Yes, or we can also talk to them directly by calling up the parents. Yes, so there are different ways of communication and we can keep the parents posted. Okay, let's say the child is suffering from something. Okay, let's say, so we have to keep and the child is being given, and doctor has given that the child will need around 2 to 3 months of regular recovery time. Let's say this child is sick, or he has to maintain some kind of hygiene or some kind of, let's say, food intake issue. So we have to, so as a teacher, you know that, okay, you have to take these specific measures in terms of this child. Okay, you have been given a set of instructions. So you are keeping the parents posted that yes, I could see that your child was eating properly. He finished his tiffin, and your child was also seen active today. Or if in some cases the child was very sick or shy or putting his head down, you will also have to inform the parent accordingly that today he seemed to be weak and he was constantly putting his head down. Because I remember in my time there was a classmate who used to quite often fall down. I mean, her head used to become unconscious. She used to become unconscious, okay? And she used to constantly put her head down in the classroom, feeling very weak, and she was not able to concentrate. It went on for a long, long time. And the teacher used to say that, okay, you're not feeling well, okay, put your head down like that. And that was a very regular issue with her, okay? But at that time, these parents teachers meeting were just not very common. Yeah. So the teacher did not communicate with the parent, and later on, after a long, long time, it when she collapsed one day, then it was then after that only we all came to know that there is some problem with her brain. Okay, that she was feeling, and then she had to quit school. Yes, because she had to undergo treatment. So if I think that teacher would have noticed and communicated to the parents uh, earlier, then maybe that child would have gotten the treatment earlier, and the chances of recovery would have been better, isn't it? So that is why these kind of communication, if it is very small, also we need to communicate with the parents. Okay. Next is handling difficult conversations. Adopting an empathetic approach is essential when discussing sensitive topics with parents. Clear communication and understanding foster a positive environment, allowing for effective problem solving and trust building. So, we already discussed it. How to handle difficult conversation is like that. First, you always will have to tell about the positive traits of their child. Let's say the parents are coming, okay, to you. That hello, good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. Please have your seat. Good morning, ma'am. Please have your seat. Okay. So this is your child's progress card. So you can see that in English, maths, he has scored A. Okay. And regarding his progress, I see, I mean, unbelievable progress of your child. From the time when he came to class, he was not even willing to sit, and we used to struggle to tell him that complete your classwork. But uh, I could see that right now he completes his classwork by himself, and he also does his homework. I'm sure uh, must be uh, you must be working hard with him at home also. Yeah, I definitely see progress in your child a lot, and he has been actively participating in classroom activities. He has been able to make two friends. He always talks with them, and he whenever he comes to the class, and he always wants to sit with them, although we have a rotational seating arrangement, like every child is made to sit with all other classmates, so that's why we cannot allow him to sit always with his friend group, because they become very talkative also. But uh, but I am very, very happy that he has two friends, yes, whom he adore, and he talks to them a lot. And regarding maths, you see that he has scored a B, wherein, I mean, he is little bit on a weaker side with maths concepts. Okay. uh, but I could see that he is a visual learner. So let's say whenever we are playing, showing him some videos about maths, calculations, and all that, then he is able to understand the concept properly. But uh, when he is not able to understand few concepts like greater than or smaller than when we are explaining him to on board. So this is just a half yearly progress report. We are working on incorporating more of a visual theme so that children are able to grasp the concept. Okay, so do not worry. I'm sure by the final examinations he will be able to score A in maths as well. Okay, so this is how you become very empathetic and kind, and you share the feedback directly when the parents come. Okay, so see, this is the report card. You see that B, he scored B in maths, and he scored B in drawing arts and sorry, rhymes and speaking. Also, he scored B. So you will have to work hard for your child, okay, regarding maths. Okay, make him practice at home a lot. Otherwise, he would not score. So this is not in our time. That's how teachers used to speak to parents also. Yes, that you have to work hard. So blaming the parents directly that you are not making him study. Okay, but take the responsibility at yourself only being a teacher. Okay, it's the parents are sending their child to school. They're spending so much. Yes, in the name of school. So parents also expect that the teachers are teaching them, they're getting good education. That so it has been always a debate that the child has to go to extra tuitions because teachers schools में अच्छे से नहीं पढ़ाते तो इसलिए. So that is actually not correct. Teachers, they do teaches, okay, but see, there are so many students, you can't give attention to each and every child, yes, at the same time. So that's why some children's they lags because they are not getting one-on-one attention, but at tuitions they get one-on-one attention, so they progress. So uh, that is the reason why sometimes, because you see there are always, in our times also there were a set of toppers. Yes, they used to score ranks, and there were a set of mediocres, and then the poor students who used to fail and pass, or just secure the pass mark, and they used to roll to the next class, isn't it? So why it happened? The teacher is giving the same lecture to all the set of 30 students, but then why there is a variation? Yes, there is a variation because each child has different needs, learning needs. Yes, so one teacher is not able to focus on all the child on one basis. So some children may need more attention and more support, like extra tuitions and additional support at home also, so that he is able to progress accordingly. So we will have to make this understand to the parents. Okay, all right, moving ahead. Managing emotions during conversation. It is crucial to respect parents' emotion during discussion. Understanding their feelings fosters a collaborative atmosphere, encourages open dialogue, and ultimately leads to productive solutions for their child's development. So some parents may also cry in parents teachers meeting when you when they see the scores, when you talk something about their child which is negative, then some parents will cry. Okay, and some emotional parents, some parents will get angry and shout at you also. Okay, so at during those moments you have to control your emotions. Okay, don't take anything personally, because again, our mutual goal is the progress of the child, isn't it? So don't take anything personally. Sometimes the parents may be frustrated with the school also. There may be many other things. They may be frustrated with the school, like the bus facilities, yes, and other things also regarding the schools. Not but then you must not take personally, and you must respectfully accept, I mean not accept, but you must at that moment patiently you must listen to the parents, let them vent out their feelings, and you stay calm, and then you make them understand, because otherwise there will be moments of chaos. They are shouting at you, and you are also shouting at them, isn't it? So when they are shouting or when they are angry, okay, sir, I completely understand that you're not happy with this particular thing. I will definitely note down, I will discuss with our management, and definitely we will incorporate or work on improving this in our school. Okay, that's how you just whenever somebody is angry, then if you're giving them attitude, or if you are equally trying to satisfy your ego, if you're I mean you're shouting back at them, then it becomes more bigger issue. Okay, so at that moment when somebody is very emotional, you also stay calm. I completely understand. Let them cry. Okay, don't worry. We are working. Okay, we are working on the child's progress. Definitely, he will be doing better. Okay, like that. And even angry also, I understand. Just like I told you, I understand completely your situation. If I were the parent, I would also have been angry at this. Yeah? So we will definitely work on you. Okay, just understand that me as a teacher, have to handle so many kids. So sometimes it may not become possible for me. Okay? But since you have given me this feedback, I appreciate, and I will definitely work on it. So say like that and end it. Okay, there is no point of stretching it, taking in personally, or taking it in your ego. Okay, next. So, strengthening parent-teacher partnership, maintaining open communication channels is essential for fostering collaboration, regular interaction between parents and teachers, enhance child development, ensuring a unified approach to addressing academic and emotional needs. So, many schools nowadays they organize parents' workshop where parents can come. There is open dialogue organized. Parents will come and they will share their feedback, share with you, with the teachers and the committee of the school. Okay, so these are open communication channels, or there is a feedback and suggestion Dropbox also. Yes, you can put your feedback suggestion in that Dropbox. For example, I was not happy with the material of my daughter's school uniform. Okay, because it was so warm, the t-shirt that they gave, it was so warm during summers. So we collectively, few parents, we discussed it first and then we dropped the suggestion, and now their uniform has been changed. Okay, so that is how we can work together with school teachers and the parents also. If we know some other parents from the same class, we can work together for the benefit and betterment of our children. I think, yeah, that was about parent and teacher communication. So again, remember, do not get nervous during any parent teacher communication. Remember the points that I have highlighted here, and always try to be respectful, empathetic towards the parents. Always talk good things about the child first, okay? Then point out the negative thing, okay? But always give them the hope also and assurance that your child is progressing. We are working on it. We are there. We will definitely help the child progress. Okay. If the parents get that assurance, that trust with the teacher is built, then they have nothing to worry. They have nothing to complain about. Okay. On that note, thank you so much. And I will see you in the next lecture.